Everybody, my name is Inga Cotton. I'm the founder and executive director of San Antonio Charter Moms. These are Charter Moms Chats, and today we're featuring Harmony Public Schools South Texas, specifically the San Antonio campuses. But Harmony is a broad charter network with schools in our region, just in San Antonio, Laredo, and Brownsville, also schools in Houston, other cities in Texas. So let me introduce the team from Harmony that's going to tell us more about these STEM-focused schools. So across the screen for me is Guadalupe Ruiz, and she's at the HSA campus. She's a student recruitment and retention specialist, so all things enrollment. And then below me on the screen is Megan Parrish. She's the new district director of communications and marketing at Harmony Public Schools. So welcome, Megan. And then catty corner for me is Claire Holler, and she's the pre-K through second grade district coach at Harmony Public Schools South Texas. So especially answering questions about for the younger students. So Guadalupe, Megan, and Claire, thank you so much for joining me on Charter Mom Chats.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Okay, so I always like to start out with, let's talk about like the big picture, the mission and vision, because Harmony's been around for a long time. It's one of the oldest charter networks in Texas, but maybe folks haven't heard about Harmony yet, or don't know what's different about it from other charter networks. So who wants to tackle the kind of mission and vision question?
I'll go ahead and do that. So here at Harmony, we prepare each of our students for a higher education through delivering a student-centered education program with emphasis on math, engineering, science, and technology, and a safe, caring, and collaborative learning environment. In addition, Harmony Public Schools, we just don't provide an education to our students. We prepare them for the real world. As part of Harmony's North Star program, we center our education backbone on 5 principles: preparedness, future plan, problem solving, collaboration, and passion. With these 5 points, Harmony students graduate at the top of their class with 100% college acceptance for all, while pursuing a post-secondary educational pathway aligned with their goals for the future.
Thank you. Yeah, that was helpful because it had some important key points. So I want to focus in more about the importance of STEM education and like how that's important for students here in San Antonio and South Texas. So can y'all talk more about like why is STEM education so important to like prepare students for the future?
I would love to talk about that, Inga. So we have a high quality STEM education that creates opportunities for underserved families. We first and foremost want to prepare them for the future workforce. So coding, AI, engineering, the medical field. We also support them in the area of English with creative writing, with critical thinking. Our scholars are problem solving. They're collaborating with their peers. They're finding solutions to real world challenges, and they're interacting, they're hands-on. And this is really fostering a curiosity and excitement for STEM at a super early age. So you mentioned I'm a pre-K through second grade coach. I'm so excited that even down to pre-K, our scholars have opportunities in STEM and competitions.
Yeah, that's great. But anyone else want to chime in on the STEM topic? Or actually, I have kind of a follow-up question related to what Claire said about young students, and that is, like I know that Harmony has specialized learning environments like the maker spaces, and those are accessible to even young students as well. So can y'all talk more about those spaces and especially the maker spaces?
Yes, I want to dive into that as well. So we make STEM here at Harmony accessible and fun for all grade levels from elementary all the way up to high school. So in elementary, our scholars have 4 STEM hours a week. 2 of those are dedicated to technology, where they're diving into coding, online safety, which is so crucial today, computational thinking, word processing, all those foundational skills, keyboarding. And then they have 2 hours a week in elementary dedicated to the makerspace. So they are diving into that space. They're collaborating with each other, hands-on with robotics, with 3D design and printing, which they love, and other exciting opportunities for elementary. And then moving into our middle school scholars, we have Project Lead the Way. So scholars are designing, they're modeling, they're learning about medical devices, terminology. They're creating apps, which is so exciting. And then we have this really neat opportunity for middle schoolers called Middle School to Medical School. I'm so excited to share this. So they are actually starting to work on their medical career in middle school, which is an amazing opportunity. They're earning high school credits with this program. And of course, this is preparing them for that post-secondary success in the medical field. And then for our high school scholars, we have 3 different pathways. We have a biomedical science pathway where they're learning about human body systems, medical interventions, biomedical innovation, medical microbiology. They have an engineering pathway as well, where they're diving into the intros of engineering design, the principles of engineering, and digital electronics. And then the 3rd pathway they have in high school is the graphic design and interactive pathway, where they're learning about digital media. What's really exciting for our high schoolers is that they can actually graduate with industry-based certification. So if they stay on these pathways from middle school into high school, they can actually graduate with the certification, ready for the workforce. And there's also internship opportunities for our high school scholars. And then finally, to close our exciting talk about STEM, we have amazing competitions. So we have robotics. So even all the way down to pre-K, my scholars, they have an opportunity to participate in robotics competitions. We have the sea perch underwater robotics competition as well, the aerial drone competition. We have HOSA competitions for our scholars who are interested in the biomedical science field. And then we have our 3D printing competitions as well. So lots of exciting STEM things are happening at Harmony.
Yeah. Wow, that makes you think. It's like, okay, if I were a listener, I might have to like pause and rewind and just.
There's so much. There's so much
Yeah,
to take
yeah.
in. So many opportunities that are just hands-on and exciting for our scholars, even down to pre-K.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's great that it spans such a range of ages. I think like the feedback we've heard from parents is that like after the pandemic, it seemed like it was harder to get kids engaged with learning. And I think approaches like what Harmony does with project-based learning and with the STEM focused, and so many things are hands-on.
Yes.
That does a really good job of getting kids excited about being at school again, excited about their electives and their clubs and the competitions and the opportunities they get to have.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Well, so I appreciate your answer, because you started with talking about the young kids, but you led it all the way up to like the high school pathways and like, you know, how folks get ready for college. So I'm wondering, can y'all share more about the sort of the college career, military readiness, and like what opportunities there are for the high school students?
Yeah. So again, just I think the most exciting thing for our high schoolers are just being able to graduate with that industry-based certification. So they can choose their pathway in middle school, they carry that through into high school, and they're actually able to jump into the workforce in that pathway with those internships and those certifications ready to go. So we're starting our kiddos off really early, getting curious and excited about STEM, and then actually supporting them with the certifications and internships they need to be successful to and through college.
Thank you. That's really helpful. Okay. So one thing I want to be sure to highlight is the fact that there are multiple Harmony campuses around San Antonio. And so even though they all offer this STEM curriculum that Claire's been talking about, but they do serve different grade levels, and some of the campuses are actually still growing. So can y'all share more about the Harmony campuses in San Antonio?
Sure, I can share some of that. Okay. So thank you. I just want to say thank you for having us on. I recently started working at Harmony, and it's been an incredible experience. We have a really great team here, and I can say that there has been a lot of improvement happening on all of our campuses. Last month, I was actually given a tour of the Harmony School of Science campus, guided by some of the members of their student council. They actually have a democratically elected student council, and even received an I voted sticker after they cast their votes, which I thought was really cool. But I was just blown away by how knowledgeable the students were of their campus and the pride that they have in it. I definitely recommend taking a tour if you're interested in the campus. But so HSS currently serves pre-K to 7th. And we are excited to announce that the second phase of our site plan is in full swing, bringing an athletic field to the HSS campus and a second building to expand their grade offerings. And then meanwhile, at Harmony Science Academy campus, where Ms. Ruiz is at, and they are planning to construct a new building that will expand their grade offerings to pre-K through 12th. As Ms. Haller explained earlier, at Harmony, we believe that students who have access to STEM and hands-on learning at a younger age will be more equipped for the future. Currently, HSA is serving 6th through 12th, so we will be excited to open the door to our younger students at this campus and ensure that they have the best learning experiences possible. Both the new building at Harmony Science Academy and the expansion at Harmony School of Science are scheduled to be completed by August 2025. We also have seen major improvements with our reading and literacy program, and I would like to give it back over to our expert, Ms. Haller, who can go over these improvements since we have been using a program called Amplify.
Thank you, Ms. Parrish. I'm super excited to talk about our Amplify reading program. Reading is my heart, and so is pre-K too. So for our Amplify reading program, it's a multifaceted reading program. First, we assess our scholars with this program beginning, middle, and end of the year. We also progress monitor them through Amplify, so we are adjusting our instruction and supporting the needs of our scholars all the time actively. Scholars also engage in the Amplify Boost software program, which is their individual pathway that will fill any gaps in reading that they have and grow them online as well. And then finally, our teachers actually use the Amplify reading data to drive their small group instruction. So they're giving one-on-one support to our scholars through this data. And then what's really exciting about Amplify is when we started this program just back in 2021, we could see that divide between our reading scores and the state due to COVID and other factors. I'm probably biased, but I think that our pre-K through 2 scholars were hit the hardest in a way with COVID because these are their foundational years to support them to and through school. So with Amplify Reading, we saw that divide in 2021 when we started. Now in just our second year of using it last school year, we are neck and neck with the state. We are filling those reading gaps. Our scholars are growing tremendously and at a very fast pace. And I really predict that in the next couple of years, we will surpass the state with our reading scores because our scholars are growing so rapidly with this fabulous program.
No, that's really exciting. So actually, so this is an excuse to plug our Facebook group, but so it's San Antonio Charter Moms discussion group on Facebook. But actually, Amplified Curriculum is a topic that comes up surprisingly often because like we're a pretty nerdy group, so we get excited about curriculum too. And we, some members said, "Oh, I listened to this podcast about knowledge and like how students get better reading through acquiring knowledge and." Right. And like the importance of the fundamentals of phonics and then like having that knowledge base. And so I know folks in our group specifically look for schools that use amplified curriculum because it has a better chance of all students being able to make really strong reading growth. And that's so fundamental in those early grades. So I'll be sure our group is going to be really excited to hear about Amplify at Harmony.
We love to share about it.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, I mean, y'all have covered a lot of my basic questions, but I always like to open things up for stories and sharing stories because I feel like it's one thing to talk about like, oh, industry certifications for high schoolers or like different types of robotics, but I think like our readers, our audience identifies with stories because like it's like we're raising our kids and we want to imagine like what's a good place where they can thrive. So I just want to go around the whole circle and. If y'all can share stories that you feel like demonstrate like what's the culture like at Harmony Public Schools?
Sure. I have a story from last month, actually, 2 of our campuses, HSS and HSI in San Antonio. They organized an overnight field trip for their GT students at NASA's Johnson Space Center. And they got to meet an astronaut and really participate in a lot of hands-on activities. that related to STEM at the station. And it was a really cool experience for the students, I believe, because they were kind of getting to hear about the experiences that the astronaut had with NASA. And I think these type of initiatives can really be seen among all Harmony campuses. We really want our students to be well informed of the possibilities that are out there for them. And by providing resources such as guest speakers from different fields and opportunities where they can receive that hands-on learning, we are helping to kind of spark that passion for STEM. And I kind of believe that the NASA trip is a good example of Harmony's culture and our ongoing commitment to prepare students for their future.
Yeah, well, I'm lucky. I've gotten to do the NASA trip with my own daughter, who also goes to a STEM school, and it is a phenomenal experience. Like because and then what's great is, like, me as a parent, I got to watch the kids, and like the kids get to interact with each other and interact with the experts, like the retired astronauts or STEM teachers, and it builds a kind of independence among them, and also a sense of teamwork. Right, like they see themselves, having confidence to enter these STEM fields. Like, and especially, I love seeing my daughter, right, because it doesn't even occur to her that women are underrepresented currently as adults in STEM fields. Like she sees the whole world open to her, and she and her female teammates on her robotics team, like they're fearless about it, and it builds, because that sense of independence and teamwork, and they see the future open to them. And they're doing it, it's baked into the culture, right? So I mean, there's lots of different things kids can put their energy into, but like, we really want to see them put their energy into things that are going to set them up for success in the future. And so having this ideas about inspiration about STEM fields, I think that's great.
Yeah, and especially for the girls too, because right now, the STEM opportunities for women girls are not getting as involved. So we're really trying to open the horizons for them, and all students can participate in STEM as well.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful. Okay, so let's see, who else would like to share stories that demonstrate Harmony Public Schools culture?
So I'll go ahead. So on our campus, I am, like we said before, I am at Harmony Science Academy. We do have grades 6 through 12. Our doors have become open to our community leaders. We've had various community leaders come through and speak with our scholars, especially our career and college pathway students that are preparing for their futures. We've had the Bexar County Sheriff come through. We've had State Representative Josie Garcia come through. We've had companies from engineering companies to just various different companies that we've had come in and just speak with their scholars and give them that insight of what it is to be in these pathways that they have decided to pick on or decided to choose for their futures. And with us being able to provide them with these industry-based certifications, they're able to walk out of our doors with certifications in engineering, business management, along with biomed. Just like Ms. Parrish and Ms. Hogger have said, STEM is a big thing, but also the medical field. What a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of STEM in the medical field. A lot of things do overlap for our future, and our scholars are being able to witness that. And they are able to go out in the community and have community come in and speak with them for what they do in their day-to-day living.
No, you make such a good point. Because I've before the pandemic, I was able to tour HSA and see different classrooms that are specialized for these certain pathways, and that's great for the kids. But it's so important for them to go out and experience these internships, but also to have the community leaders come in and present about what they do. And I know from the district office, like Mr. Bucker and Ms. Flores, they're very active about talking to people in the community, partly too because the thing about STEM and biomedicine is these fields are always changing, and the curriculum in the school can't stand still and still prepare kids for what the jobs and what the employers are going to need by the time the students graduate. So having those community connections with leaders like that, and then bringing that knowledge back into the curriculum and adjusting the pathways so that they're relevant, that's really important.
And that's one of the big factors as to why we decided to start early on with our students. And that's why we started with the middle to medical program and the genius engineering program for our scholars, starting in middle school. That way we can start helping them, guide them to what they want to do, not just through high school, but later on after they walk out of our doors. And that's why we have 3 wonderful counselors that work with them also and help them saying, okay, let's see what we can do. Let's walk step by step all the way through and see how far, if this is what you want to do, we're going to make it work. We're going to do it. You're not alone. We are here for you. We're just not teachers and staff. We are a family, and we try to provide that to our students every day.
Yeah, that's one thing when people ask me, like, well, what are the differences between a charter school or like a neighborhood public school, like a comprehensive, high school in an independent school district? And part of it is size. That like at a Harmony campus, like it's small enough that the admin team is going to know everybody, right? And the teachers are going to know a lot of the students, and so nobody's going to fall through the cracks. Like it's a family, and everybody's looking out for everybody.
Correct. And that's one thing that I do. That's one thing a lot of our new parents that are prospective parents that do come in, and they see how day-to-day teachers embracing students who are upset, or we just don't have one specific person, one counselor or admin that will speak with the students. Teachers are open to make those connections with students, not just through school books or worksheets, just on our personal and emotional side if they have to. Because some students, they need that. And they're with us every day. So we provide those students that comfort, because we are one big family here.
I see. Oh, I see. Mr. Barker is watching, and he wants to chime in on what Lupe was saying about the at the high school, and actually what Claire was talking about the preparation. So his comment is 54% of the class of 23 of Harmony Public Schools South Texas is CTE completing. So CTE stands for Career Technical Education, right? So I don't know. Maybe Claire, can you shed light on Mr. Barker's comment?
He would probably be so much better at sharing than I would. But that's so exciting, just being able to share that our kiddos last year graduated with that is huge. And it's exciting, again, for me as a pre-K2 coach, and we're focused on the littles, knowing that is in their future and that they have those opportunities is so exciting. We've grown so much and have provided so many opportunities even for the littles, and they're getting curious and excited, and to see them coding and working with robotics is amazing to me. And the opportunities we're giving them is it's so exciting. So thank you, Mr. Bacher. I hope you share more.
Okay, so I can't put you on the spot with that, but I want to come back to like the question I was asking, giving everyone a chance, which is like stories, things that you've observed that you feel like show the Harmony Public Schools culture in action.
Yeah, I was thinking a lot about you, Inga, and talking about your own children. Back in 2010, when I was fresh out of college and starting as a teacher at Harmony, my entire career has been with Harmony. I am a lifer. I'm in the family. And now having my own children, it's just so exciting, again, to see our kiddos participating in all these different activities and clubs and getting excited and curious about STEM, and then with Amplify Reading, supporting our scholars with their reading and closing those gaps. It's kind of just a more broad, I guess, personal story of just where I started and where I am now, and seeing how much I've grown and that we've all grown together. We're opening new schools. We're having more opportunities for STEM competitions and traveling and meeting important people and scientists, and getting our girls involved in STEM, which is so exciting. So again, it's just to see the evolution of Harmony and where we started to where we are now is just amazing. And I can't wait to see where we're headed.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Mr. Barker is watching. He says, "Good job."
Thank you, sir.
So I think that demonstrates Harmony culture, right? Of being affirming and supporting each other, cheering each other on. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, okay. So I want to make sure that families listening to this who are curious about Harmony, that they know what to do next. And I can't remember which one of you. Somebody mentioned the importance of like being able to go on school tours. And like, I just want to echo that, because I've been able to, I visited each campus at one time or another, and be able to see the maker spaces, and just like go up and down the hallways and see like student artwork on the walls, and like, how many clubs are going on. And so I definitely, so how families can set up school tours, but just anyway, in general, like families are curious about Harmony, they're thinking about enrolling their kids, open enrollment's happening now. What should families do?
So I'll go ahead and take that one. So our open enrollment has started for the 2024-2025 school year, starting on November 1st. Families who are interested, they can go to our website, harmonytx.org, and you can find a list of all our schools around town. From there, you can also contact any of the campuses. You can speak with a student recruitment and retention specialist for each campus, and we can always set up a tour with the families at any time that is convenient for them, and it's convenient for us. That way, we can always make sure we give that dedicated time to each family and walk them through our halls and see just everything that we have going on. Each school is fairly different. My campus, again, I'm at the high school, middle school campus. So they'll see different things on my campus that they may see at Harmony School of Innovation, which is on the northeast side of town. So each campus is a little bit different. So our tours are tailored a little bit different, but we all provide the same thing. We provide families with information about our school. We provide them with just that way they can just see what it's like to walk down our halls. And usually the kids are more shy than the parents. The parents are like, "Ooh, I don't remember this when I was in high school." And so the kids are just like, okay. But I think the parents have more fun. And sometimes I know on my end, I am able to get some teachers to speak with the parents that may just casually be walking down the hall, or even my admin are more than happy to stop and speak with them. But it's just all they have to do is just call us at any one of the campuses. There's 4 of us in town. Again, I am the high school and middle. I'm currently the only high school campus, Harmony High School campus. So I am more than happy to have y'all come on in. You can always find us on Facebook too. Each school has their own Facebook page that's tailored and for just to show different activities we have going on, different events that we have going on. We love to show our school and show everybody what we have.
Yeah, well, that's so I just want to echo some of the key points you made. So the website, harmonytx.org, right? So that's a great place to go. And then families can find the websites for each individual campus. That has a phone number that they can call and set up a school tour. So that's a good way to go, right? Yeah. Okay, because there's 4 of you, right? There's Guadalupe and 3 colleagues who are all like eager to give tours to families.
Correct, Inga. There are 4 of us, but we are one big family. As you saw this weekend, we all love to get together and just show the community what our schools are about. But like I said, families just have to call each of the campuses and ask to speak with their student and recruitment and retention specialist. And we will walk with their families from setting your from submitting your applications to making sure your registration is complete on time, and just every step of the way until like it's time for that first day. Regardless, it's a Monday, Tuesday, whatever day it is, we will walk with our families the entire way.
Yeah. And I just wanted some kind of broader advice for families who are curious. Like charter school applications are very short. It's not like a college application or a private school application. It's very short. There's no fee for it. Guadalupe, do you know? So also, this is open enrollment. If families wait until after the lottery, then they might get put on a waiting list. But their best chance to get an offer is to apply during open enrollment. So, and as far as you know, that goes through February, right? Is it February 10th is the deadline?
I think it's the 10th or the 15th. It's one. I always get those 2 confused.
Okay. I have to double check. Okay.
But that is correct. Families, the sooner the better you can get your applications put in. We are also still accepting applications for this current school year. So, I mean, if families want to apply now and they want to come in starting this year, most of their schools are accepting applications for all grade levels. So, I mean, either or works really well. I mean, we'll be happy to have our new families come in at any time.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. But it's like it shouldn't be scary, but we all want the best for our kids. And so that's why, it's important to you can get the application and keep doing the research, right? So you can, do the campus tour, and, we have discussions about Harmony on in the Charter Moms discussion group on Facebook. Also, so we've updated the enrollment guide blog post about Harmony, and it's on the top of the blog at sachartermoms.com. And then one of the things Guadalupe mentioned was the social media accounts. So the Harmony campuses are great about sharing fun things that happen on campus, like celebrations, recognition, like the robotics tournaments and stuff like that, spelling bees, you name it. So, it's a great way to get a peek into like what's happening on campus and just how vibrant these campuses are. And the blog post has links to the different social media accounts for the campuses. Okay, well, I think we've covered all the topics that I was hoping to cover, but I don't know if I'm not ready to let you guys go yet. Does anybody have any closing thoughts? This has been a great group to talk to.
So I can say from personal experience, I do have 2 students of my own kiddos that are in Harmony, and I've seen them thrive in the years that we've been here. Just like you, Ms. Inga, you've seen your kids thrive at SST. But my kids have been at other schools, regular public schools, what have you, but being at Harmony, they built their little friend family, I guess you can say. And I've seen students here, even our alumni, once you build your friend family, I call them friend families because they never go away. They always end up connecting once they leave our doors, and they make those connections. I mean, these teachers, they become their bonus parents, to say, because they come back. I've seen so many alumni in the last couple of weeks come through our door, and they want to see, I want to see Miss So-and-so. Well, they're kind of busy. Come back after school. But I mean, at Harmony, like I said, through and through, Harmony has been one big family for myself and my family. And I've gotten to know everybody else, like the other student recruitment and retention specialists. We became a family. I know certain people, I mean, Miss Parrish and Miss Holler, I've gotten to know them really, really well. I've called them extended family too. But we're just one big family here at Harmony.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Ruiz.
I'm gonna bring Mr. Barker explain what a completer is about CTE education. So anyway, anybody who's you can read the comment, but it's basically how many credits they've completed, right? So there's these things are in sequences, right? And so that's great that many students are able to get deeper into the material. That's just going to give them better preparation for high school. Also, so Tiffany Flores is saying, "Great job, ladies." So.
To go off with Mr. Barker said about the completers, a lot of the completers that we do have, especially our students that are in the biomed that are the completer students, they walk out with various IBC's industry-based certifications. I've seen some that leave with EKG check certifications. I've seen, and these kids, some of these kids also, they do internships I know one that did an internship at a dental office during the summer. So, I mean, Mr. Barker is right that we do have a lot of those completers, and they're very excited to walk out. Once they cross that stage, they're able to walk out with these certifications, and they're very excited about it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Claire or Megan, do y'all want to offer any closing thoughts?
I mean, Ms. Ruiz did a fantastic job of diving in. Her own children are here. There's nothing like speaking from an experience as a mom. I think something that stood out that you said, Ms. Ruiz, that I wanted to piggyback on was our alumni. Right now, we actually have several pre-K through second grade teachers across our Harmony campuses that have went through the Harmony system and have come back to teach for us. And I think that is such a testament to Harmony and the family to go from kinder or pre-K all the way up through 12th grade and then come back and teach Harmony scholars is just such an inspirational thing to see. And they are the best teachers. They are the best teachers and wonderful to work with. So again, just kind of diving more deeply into the Harmony family and what that means, and that because we are, loving on our scholars and supporting them, giving them all these opportunities, they actually want to come back and support new Harmony scholars. So just an exciting thing to see.
Yeah, I think we've had Ms. Para as a guest, right? She's a principal, and I think let's see, I can't remember. I think principal and mom. So I think yeah, that it means a lot that that like families have that connection of like working and also having enrolling students.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes it a lot easier. At the end of the day, it makes it a lot easier.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Let's commute. Yeah, but no, I appreciate how y'all's stories are painting a picture of harmony, that it's not just like, oh, it's going to prepare kids for jobs and they're learning STEM and reading stuff, like that's great, but the fact that it's also like a family environment, and it's something I think we don't even have time to touch on, but like but the idea of character education and supporting students' social emotional learning, I know that's part of the approach as well, and that that just creates like students who are in a better frame of mind, better able to learn. They treat each other better, right? They're it keeps the campus culture positive. So okay, well, Megan, did you want to offer any closing thoughts? Or
I mean, in the time that I've been here too, I really have experienced that harmony family connection, and it's really cool to see it across the campuses too. It's been great working here and being a part of the family.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, I'm going to put the website up on the screen one more time. So it's harmonytx.org. And that, don't get overwhelmed because there are a lot of Harmony campuses across San Antonio. But if you look for like the South Texas region, that will get you into the cluster that includes the 4 campuses in San Antonio plus Laredo and Brownsville. So, but yeah, I encourage families, like Guadalupe said, get the applications in as soon as possible, and then keep doing your research. Go on a school tour and see if Harmony's going to be right for your kids. Okay, well, thanks, y'all. Thanks for joining me on Charter Moms Chat. So we talking about Harmony.
Thank you so much for having us, Inga. So good to meet you.
All right, take care.